You scooted over.
I scooted over? Oh.
I'm so mad right now. I'm so done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Too bad.
Until we have a solid thing. Well, this is awkward.
Hello. We're back. After. We're back.
February, March. Wait, March. February,
April.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
That's our
We're
longest
back
hiatus.
after 9 months. We had a baby.
I wish.
Just kidding. As you know, we're in the middle of the adoption process.
Still working on the baby.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah, we certainly have tried.
Straight people. But
Yeah, we had sex.
Ew, too
That's
far.
how straight people phrase it.
That's how.
That's
how
like literally how it is.
I know that is how it is, but we are a family-friendly podcast.
Yes. So.
But yeah, for those of you new here, I'm Alan.
And I'm Justin.
And technically I'm Dr. Alan, to be pretentious, and you are?
Just Justin.
You're Lord Justin.
Oh, I technically do have a Lord on there.
You are a Lord.
Technically.
Yeah.
That's a whole other long
That's a whole
story
new
we're
thing.
not going to go into here.
Basically, we're back after 9 months of taking a nice little hiatus.
Yeah. With a fancy new title.
With a fancy title of Alan ampersand Justin.
Because, yeah, we're not lazy yet successful anymore. I don't think we're lazy anymore.
Not lazy anymore.
Hopefully still successful.
We're still successful, though.
Technically.
But yeah, I don't know. Should we catch them up?
Yeah, let's talk about where we've been at. So where did we leave them off?
As you see this entire wall behind us, brand new. You could see our lazy yet successful Spotify plaque for 1 million listens. That's our streams or whatever it is.
Whatever you call it nowadays.
Back there.
There's a lot on here. There's like memorabilia from London. There's just different books we've liked.
Oh, the book that Megan sent me.
Oh, that one's so cool. Wedding photo. Elvira.
Yeah, there's so much. But yeah.
It's great.
We renovated most of the house. I might try to figure out how to insert photos. If not, just go to my Instagram. Instagram.com/
lazy. Yep. No.
/
Alan.
Prepzilla.
Wait, is that it? Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, that's my personal Instagram.
Yeah, I always forget about that.
2 million and strong. But
yeah.
Let's see. What other things should we catch them up on?
So we haven't been here since we haven't been talking about things since February. Let's try to think about what's happened.
Our last episode was called Lazy Yet Successful, Beyonce, Bread Machine, and something else.
We don't use the bread machine anymore. In fact, we don't consume gluten.
We don't even eat gluten.
No, so.
But I've had celiac this entire time. Sorry to rock the boat there, but I just kind of ignored it until it reached a point where I could not ignore it. So that was fun.
The whole milk thing.
I'm definitely allergic to milk. I now have an EpiPen for dairy, so that's another really fun situation.
Yeah. We started really intensely focusing on health-related stuff.
All the health stuff.
Actually completely redid significant portions of our lives.
Oh yeah, we have a set, basically, I don't want to say diet plan, but it's a diet plan.
We've cut out a lot of things we used to do.
We've gone through Apple Watches. If there's a fitness thing, we've done it.
Yeah.
Brian Johnson's biohacking routine. We're in the middle of it. Yeah. I take 111 pills a day. Or supplements, they're not pills.
And I'm the control group.
I know, and I feel incredible.
And I don't, so maybe I'll start on that. But yeah, and honestly, we have a new family member that we haven't even had a chance to introduce because he wasn't there the last time we did this.
Oh yeah, Chloe.
Yeah.
Chloe. If you see that any of our social medias, you'll know Chloe.
Chloe is adorable and great and perfect. And
he is a 6-month-old Maine Coon kitty?
Yeah. So basically the reason we have Chloe is because a person, we'll talk more about this later, brought him over to our house one day and was just like, hey, take this cat. It's not a good fit for my house.
It was not like that at all. This person, it's actually a sad situation. We'll get into it later. But basically, per their lease agreement, they couldn't have another cat, but they adopted this cat out of a really bad situation.
Yeah.
And it was needing to find a home. And I was like, you know what? This cat's adorable. I want him.
Also helped that our massive buff kitty, Maz, was like, he immediately was like, I am now a father.
Oh yeah,
It was
our
very quick.
big old buff kitty Mazakine literally went into father mode, and yeah, we have two of the most incredible cats in the world now.
Yeah.
And
should we talk about Rurik? Actually?
We had Rurik.
Yeah. So
for a few years, it just was not working. Our house was in complete distress a good 80% of the time.
It wasn't even just like fully a distress thing. It was like, so Rourke and Maz were constantly fighting, and for a while,
not like a little fighting, like it was bad.
It was serious. Like it started getting honestly pretty dangerous for Rourke. Fortunately, we knew someone who was looking for a cat, and Rourke's now in a happy home. He's safe.
He's safe.
Healthy.
He's happier.
Like he's had a complete turnaround.
When we found, it's actually one of your like coworkers.
Yeah.
That was like, hey, talking about a cat and stuff, and you're like, I have the cat for you. And the day that it came, we were really sad to like see Rourke go, but he hopped in that cat carrier. And
he hated us. Well, he didn't hate us. He hated our house.
Oh yeah, but he literally was like, I'm out of here. And the entire time in the car, he did not care at all. He was so excited. He basically leapt toward new owner and
no meows.
No issues.
Not even a meow, just like...
Very happy.
I'm gone. I'm ready. Get me out of here. I hate it here.
He wasn't happy. That was the whole thing. He was not happy.
No. So, and it just... I selfishly, for a while, was like, oh, let's hang on to him and see if things get better. And things just got worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, about 6 months after having him, I knew it was never going to work. But then my next big battle was getting you to be on board with it.
Yeah, and like...
Which was a 2-year battle.
It also didn't help because, like, we adopted a pair of cats. Misha was one of them, too. And Misha had a lot of problems. Like, that was a whole other situation that was bad and sad.
We talked about that before.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, we can't keep... When we had to get rid of Misha, I had trouble letting go of her, too.
It wasn't even getting rid of it. It was literally like, this cat is so unhappy.
Yeah.
To the point that Misha was attacking Rurik, to the point where it was almost a vet visit. It was so bad. So Misha was the first one to find a new home. Believe it or not, they moved into the house behind us.
Yeah.
And this kitty is living her best life.
Yeah, no, like, they did not work here, but as far as I can tell, they're both extremely happy outside of this house.
They're both insanely happy. We get updates on them. Yeah. But, yeah, it's been really great with that. And now that it's just 2 kitties, 2 doggos.
It's perfect.
I'd say we're 99% to the way of a perfect family household.
Yeah, just
Louis still has some accidents every now and then. Oh, yeah, kiddo.
Accidents. Yeah, Louis... Well, actually, another change we've made is, for a while, we were basically looking into kenneling the dogs at night because we
kenneled both of them every single night.
They were having problems, but honestly, both of them finally hit a point where we tried them out in the bedroom. They just worked. It was perfect. They loved it. Like, complete change, complete shift in personality. We still have one kennel for Louis because Louis is one of those dogs where...
as soon as we leave the room, he will pee or poop somewhere.
Also, he just, like, genuinely, he wanted the kennel back. Like, he likes being in the kennel. It's not even, like...
Easily.
Like, he will actively go in there and seek it out. Actually, I think he started having accidents to get the kennel back.
Oh, my God.
Because as soon as it came up, he was wagging his tail and happy and just, like, having a great time. And, yeah, so that's the family update stuff. Obviously, we built the wall. We've, like, fully...
Build the wall!
We've fully redone... Oh, my God, that's such a throwback, and I hate it.
I know. But, yeah, enough about, like, pet stuff.
Yeah.
You guys have seen most of that stuff. But, yeah, we completely renovated the entire downstairs. Everything is now covered in green wall coverings that make everything look all very fancy.
As it should be.
And, yeah, I don't know. We got rid of toxic cats. This year was basically the year of getting rid of toxic people.
Yeah.
Some completely unintentional.
Is that going to bring us to...
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to name names. I don't want to deal with anything. Basically, this person was so close to us, like a genuine family member. Genuinely. And all it took was expressing our... worry?
I'd worry.
We were scared for this person's health and everything else to... Suddenly we were the worst people imaginable, and it went on to a whole entire thing that legally I'm not talking about. But
agreed.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was really bad. It's probably the biggest what's it called? Outbreak? Not outbreak.
Friend breakup?
Downfall?
Friend breakup? Outbreak. What word are we looking for? I know what you mean.
Yeah. Basically, the
fallout.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
basically, it was the biggest fallout I've ever had with anyone in my entire life, including like exes, everything else. This was crazy.
Yeah, we've gone completely no contact with this person for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunate.
That was a really sad time because it was like, okay, doing things out of the best intention and then being painted as like the worst person on the planet. Which, like, that all goes down the path of addiction and everything else. Like, it's... Life is life.
The lying was the thing that, like, got really bad, too.
Yeah.
Like, I can't...
And the accusations. Let's just not.
Yeah,
but yeah, basically, got rid of all toxicity in 2023. Done, over with. Yeah. And now, I think we're happier than ever.
Actually, yeah.
Like, health is wealth. Wealth is healthy. We're starting back up on this because we finally feel happy enough doing it.
Like, I think throughout the year, we've honestly just been dealing with a combination of different things, both like personal issues and honestly at certain points health issues, which thankfully...
Oh, I had heart surgery in July?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was...
I can't remember what valve. Basically,
aorta?
It was... No. It was one of my heart valves was too big.
Bicuspal? I think I'm just saying words.
You're just saying words.
Yeah.
One of my heart valves was too big. Basically, which pushed things through at such a large amount that I had low blood pressure to the point where I'd be standing there almost passing out. And it just turned into a thing that it was bad. It was really bad. And I ended up having to have heart surgery. That was fun.
Yeah,
I have to have nose surgeries coming up soon because I have a implant in the tip of my nose from like years and years ago that is shifting. And it's starting to cause pain. So that's not going to be fun either.
Yeah. We also, like, as we started getting really big into health and fitness and all this stuff, we started looking at these different, like, metrics to signify health, like HRV and stuff like that.
Heart rate variability.
And what happened is, like, well, we looked at your HRV and that immediately, like, pointed out that, like, you had a
severe heart
problem. And that got fixed. But then I started on the same process and, like, my HRV was even worse than yours.
Yeah, like, but it wasn't because of, like, a heart issue. It literally was because of stress, diet, not good sleep, and it was mainly just work stuff.
Yeah, and it got to a point where just like we just kind of looked at health stuff and it was like, yeah, unless we make a serious change now, we're not going to.
We're going to have heart attacks or strokes in like our late 30s to 40s. It was really bad.
Yeah, I was the heaviest in my entire life at one point. And
well, that's just weight. That's just whatever.
Weight's whatever, but also like it was so bad. We were so unhealthy. Like literally as soon as we started like trying to eat healthier and like improving our diet, it was like a detox.
I know, we literally like, so this is what healthy eating is. Like we used to think that we were eating healthy, but we definitely were not.
Yeah, we had to like totally change things out. Like a big thing honestly was just like getting rid of like any and all takeout foods and just cutting that to the
as soon as we stopped takeout food, that's when like, I'm like, my HRV is going up, my blood pressure's dropping. And keep in mind, I never had high blood pressure or anything like that, but like my average blood pressure was just a little more elevated than I personally wanted it to be. Like doctors and stuff said it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows, I have the highest standards for myself. But yeah.
There was just a lot of stuff going on, and honestly, like with all the really bad things that happened this year and health-wise, we just really weren't in a place where we could create content. Like,
I didn't want to. I didn't feel happy being in front of a camera. No. I didn't even feel happy like being on my computer trying to edit things.
It was so bad.
Even like, trying to put up vlogs and stuff, I was like, I feel so disgusting even looking at myself. Even though genuinely, I didn't look bad.
No.
It was just, it turned into like, I'm so unhealthy right now. And I know like all of my blood test results and everything else, that it just turned into like a body image issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
And we were briefly, during the middle of that health thing, we were trying to get back into YouTube a little bit. And that's where like the whole expats in progress thing came in. But we just couldn't we just
That's in progress. That was
during all this.
No, it wasn't. That was
it was right before,
that
actually.
Was in June.
Yeah.
We stopped because of all the heart health stuff.
Yeah, it just got...
It was too much. It was so bad.
It was a mess. Like, fortunately, things are better now. We're happier. We're healthier. We're in a better spot emotionally. We've cut out a lot of toxic friends and honestly completely reevaluate our standards for friendship. That's a whole other thing that we've been going through.
Oh, I did a whole thing on this on Instagram. I literally was like, okay, to be friends, we need to be in somehow the same average income level. We need to be the same. We have at least some basic like hobbies in general.
And it's not even like a can you afford to do things kind of thing. It's more like do you have similar life experiences? That's where we hit problems.
It's the mindset. It's like to quote Joel Wood, I'm not the party friend or the go out and get drunk at the club friend. I'm the sit home and watch movies and go to the spa friend.
To that point, honestly, most of the friends we've maintained who are in a similar life stage as us, they are not the same age as us.
No, like I think our average friend age, who like close friends,
average?
If we average it out, it's like what, 350? I'm just kidding.
No,
but like
60.
In their 60s. All of our friends are much older than us and never been happier. But I think that just comes with like life experience
and learning like at some point in life you got to learn like you should be friends with people who like make you feel happy and are like doing a service to you.
That's a good thing
you
to
don't
say.
You don't need friends for the sake of having friends, and like if you're seeing a bunch of red flags, just like get out.
Cut that, yeah.
Which we
saw
beige flags, orange flags, red flags.
We've seen all the flags except the rainbow flag because
that flag's fine.
But yeah, that's a whole thing. It was just looking past all these flags, and then finally it just came to a boiling point. So when all this did happen, it was sad, but it was also like a huge weight off of our shoulders. Being like, oh my God, we don't have to think about this anymore.
Yeah, something else that started happening is, and I don't know why this happens, this is just how it is, and this might just be our lives, this might be everyone's lives, but like, as soon as we stopped doing stuff and we stopped being online, I felt like that's when a whole bunch of things just started like
falling into place. Yeah.
Yeah, and even like in terms of like sponsorships and stuff like that, there were like I think like social media stuff did the best when we weren't posting anything, which is
easily
interesting. And one of the things we actually were talking about at one point was like, as we're going over our health stuff and we're going over all this stuff, do we want to keep doing social media? Does it make us happy? And the answer...
You said yes, I said no, but I've also been doing social media for 17 years.
Yeah.
So...
And it also kind of like... We took an honest look on things and we were like, okay, if things go well, like, because like you've had experience with social media things, you know what the downsides of social media are.
I have spent more of my life in a social media space than I have without it. I started social media, I think it was like March 2005.
Yeah.
On MySpace. Or no, it was like August 2005. It was I was on the MySpace and the Bebos and all of that kind of stuff. As a young child, a little too young to be on that stuff. But yeah, when did I start? I was born in 1993, so I was 13.
You would have been, yeah. 13, 12, 14.
12?
I can't do math.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But 12. No, I don't care. But yeah.
An age.
I was an age. I was 12. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just kind of what I do. You've released a book.
Yeah, that happened last October. That was exciting. And then there was actually...
they already know about that book.
Oh, yeah, there's another
book. The book that we released 2 weeks ago called...
This is embarrassing.
The Red Bird by the Sea.
Okay, cool.
Illustrated by...
You.
Me.
It was really fun.
That was really fun.
I had a blast doing it, and like it helped me get back to writing again. Because like, okay, here's my whole like thing that I've run into with like social media and with like writing and like any kind of thing like that. Yeah. I struggle with doing things because I feel like I have to do things versus like doing things because I want to do things. Like this I want to do. right now.
Yeah.
Like, writing things I'm doing now, I want to do. Looking back, some of the stuff I was doing, I don't know if I wanted to do it.
I feel like we also just got our creative spark back. And I'm going to be honest, throughout all of this summer and like early summer and stuff like that, I completely personally lost my spark for the UK move.
Yeah.
Because we're moving to the UK in late 2027. And before that, we were really big into it. I was house planning, house hunting, doing all that stuff, which brings us into our next thing, which is house hunting and designing in the UK. But like,
which is very exciting.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's just there was so much going on, we couldn't.
You had crazy work stuff going on. I had crazy work stuff going on.
Absolutely insane. Probably cannot legally talk about it here.
Yeah, don't talk about it. But yeah, like, it was just nuts, and it made me completely forget all the UK stuff. I had no spark for UK stuff. We haven't bought anything from British Corner Shop.
Which sucks. I love British Corner Shop.
Literally over a year.
And we just got back into tea like
a week ago.
A week ago.
Yeah.
Oof.
But yeah, it's like slowly coming back. And like that brings us into like house hunting and designing and stuff in the UK. We're starting to look at houses again.
Yeah.
The parentals, your parents are moving in with us when we move.
Yep.
So that's going to be fun.
I am so excited about that.
We're going to have a kid at that point. At least we better.
We best.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's interesting too because like we now know like we're moving over exactly with like we want the parentals to live with us. We want to live there. Obviously, the kids are going to be there. The cats are going to be there. The dogs hopefully are going to be there.
They will.
Yeah, and we know what our requirements are now, so we can actually look at stuff and be like, does this work? Does this not work? Like, if the parentals are going to move in with us, then like ideally, like
we need a 4-bedroom house with a lot of yard space, and it needs to have a guest house, or like they like to call it an annex. Yeah. ANNEX or ANNEXE.
Surprisingly common in the UK, actually, a lot more than you would think.
Hey, it helps us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been fun. Let's see, what else?
Oh god. Oh, you know what? There's a huge thing we left off. We have a new car.
We bought a new car, you guys.
I
completely forgot. We no longer have our 2021 Toyota Highlander named Wally. We didn't trade it in, but we kind of did.
We kind of traded. We sold it technically, and we ended up getting a new car. And I never thought I would say this.
Yeah, we got a 2023 Tesla Model Y. Yeah.
I love the car, but I hate being associated with Tesla people. Not people, but like Elon Musk fanboys.
Elon Musk crypto fanboys, yeah. But no, a lot of the Tesla people that are around us aren't like that.
No, they're very normal.
California Tesla people are like that. But
one of the reasons we switched was just we're over gas. We couldn't do it anymore.
I got so sick of gas. We were literally spending
it was easily like $60 every like week just to pump gas, if not more.
Oh, it was per month. I think it was like $350 to $450 dollars per month. That's crazy. Where now we've had the car since end of July, and we haven't even spent that much to charge it, and we charge it every single day, and we wake up every day with a full tank of gas. And 3/4 of a tank of gas, because you don't charge it to 100% unless you're going on a road trip or something. So we charge it to 80.
Yeah, and honestly, the whole reason it popped in my brain again was we was thinking about UK stuff. Like, since we have that car now, one of the things we started looking into is like, can we have a Tesla over in the UK?
Yeah, and as of right now, currently, you can have a Model 3 and a Model Y because they make them right-hand drive for over there. Okay, now that we're back.
Technical difficulties.
We actually finished recording the entire podcast, and it didn't actually record anything.
Yay.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
But
we were leaving off talking about
Teslas.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tesla over there, it's going to be dead by like 2027, 2028.
So we got to figure out like...
Or at least the right-hand drive cars that they drive over there, they're not going to be making them. So we're looking at Audi, Mercedes...
Porsche Taycan,
the Piaget 408.
Cool car, actually.
But yeah, we're looking at all that. What else are we looking at?
It's a very exciting time. I'm trying to think about other UK stuff we're looking at. It's mostly focused around like cars and houses at the time being, trying to just imagine like what our lifestyle over there is going to be like.
So for him, it's about cars and houses, and for me, I have a furniture supplier picked out. I have kitchen appliances picked out. I got everything figured out.
They're great
already.
kitchen appliances.
Yeah, Sub-Zero.
But,
yeah.
It's a lot of just figuring out how to work things over there and what we want our lifestyle to be like.
Yeah, pretty much. Even though it's going to be very, very similar to here.
Yeah, still going to be going into the office every day. Not too much different there. I mean, I think, do we like this country? Like
I hate
the
this
one
country.
we're currently in. It's just, I think the thing for us that like really solidified the UK move was just how dangerous it is here.
Yeah, especially being like gay Jews.
Woo.
Like, especially right now, it's just too much.
It's rough, and like obviously it's not as bad as like the things folks are dealing with in Israel and Palestine, but
yeah,
but
it's just a whole thing.
It's scary times.
Did we the thing is, I don't know where we left off with anything.
Yeah, I know we didn't get on to like future plans stuff.
Well, back with the Israel and Palestine thing, I may have already said this, but I'll put a link below to a fundraiser that we're doing with, I think it's like UN something. But basically, we've raised like $6-7 million so far,
which is
for
exciting.
The children of Israel, Palestine, the Gaza Strip, all of that. Because at this point, it's basically there are way too many people that are like pro-Palestine and pro-Israel. It's like, how about it's just everyone versus Hamas, the terrorist group who started everything, who are just killing everyone.
And these people who are out there saying like they're not taking sides, but also are like, yeah, terrorism is okay. Like, no.
Harvard.
Disgusting.
Oh, Harvard. Yeah, I was supposed to do a speech thing at Harvard, and not anymore.
Which...
That's a whole thing.
Harvard's a whole other just like
Harvard's not even that cool.
Other reasons, but
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm back. I don't know if we mentioned this, but like I'm back doing more writing of stuff that's going on.
We released the new book, Redbird by the Sea. I illustrated it.
It was a lot of fun.
It's not that pretty looking, but it's a good book.
And you got your second doctorate.
Doctorate from Oxford. I'm shitting on Harvard, but I got 2 doctorates, a master's degree from Oxford, and a bachelor's from Northwestern.
Oxford's different. It's good.
It's the world's oldest school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, So, lots of bad stuff going on here, and thinking about the UK stuff and thinking about like the stuff that's going to happen in the future is like
it's
really...
It's scary, honestly.
But it's keeping the spark going at the same time.
It is keeping the spark alive for UK stuff, because that went away for a while. So, that's been fun.
Yeah, so... What's happening after this? What's the future look like?
Vlogging.
Yeah.
Starting in November, like maybe 1 a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then podcast is going to go up once a week as well. Don't know what day yet.
We'll figure that out. Probably a week after whatever day this releases.
I was going to say,
we'll see.
I'm going to edit together this, see how long it takes, and that'll tell me what day I can put everything up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, because thank you so much for even making it through this. This is great. Yeah. And then make sure to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you're listening to this on, because you have absolutely no idea how much that helps us.
It makes a huge difference. And honestly, we're hoping to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Which I think we can do.
YouTube subscribers.
Yeah. Not podcast subscribers. That's a whole
different thing. We have a few million-ish views or listens on Spotify and all that kind of stuff.
Do we talk about sponsorships at all? Or
probably should.
Yeah.
Well, we're sponsored by DJI.
Which is now plugged into the iPhone.
What do you mean?
Oh. No, it's now...
DJI. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a middle take.
Yeah, where I was like, we're sponsored by DJI. And then all of a sudden I looked and the microphones weren't even plugged into the phone. So that's fun.
But now it's good.
Sponsored by Oral-B.
Because that happened.
That happened. But also it's get your Series 9 Sonic toothbrush.
It's actually, like, changed our lives, to be honest.
It really has. It's really nice. And then we're also sponsored by Sony.
Yeah. And I'm excited to like keep y'all updated on like our lives, what we're doing to prep for vacation, just like keep you updated on how things are going. And like, I think something we decided before we went back into this is like, we're done doing news. We're done doing politics for our own sanity.
For sure. I can't.
And we're just going to do things that make us happy, and just have fun with it. And
oh, yeah.
It's going to be great.
I'm excited. But yeah, until next time, I'm Alan.
And I'm Justin.
And thank you for dealing with our technical difficulties and shenanigans.
Yes.
Bye!
Bye!